What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to a whole nother video. Today's gonna be a little bit different as today is a no trading day and it's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all my Americans and to my Canadians. Hold it down. Our Thanksgiving happened like weeks ago. Apart from that, today's gonna be a little bit different because today I'm gonna be telling you guys everything that I have learned in the past 5 months. I have been learning and trading. I can say I've been trading for about 3.5 months, like actual trading, and then I have been learning trading for 5 months. And we're gonna get straight right into it. First off, I want to start off by giving you guys a background into me and my whole trading journey. I'll tell you guys about the origin of how I got into trading and what ended up like how this whole thing started, where I'm at, and how everything started. And I can show you guys my progress so far. So how this all began was, um, I I'm I'm a student. I'm a nursing student, and I work in the hospital, right? And over the years, as I was working, I've worked in the hospital for about 3 years, no, 2 years, and the first 2.5 years. The first half year, I made money, made about like maybe let's say like 14,000. Okay, calm. And then I was like, okay, calm, whatever. Like, there's a reason why I don't have the money anymore. Then the next year, I made about like 45,000 the whole year. And all of this is when I get my pay stub. Whenever I'm like filing my taxes and I'm actually seeing how much I make. And then, for example, this year I'm on route to make about 50,000 just straight off of working the whole year. And this is as a nursing student. This isn't as a nurse. Obviously, as a nurse, you make way, way more. But as I'm doing these and I'm filing my taxes, it starts to really open my eyes. Like, for some reason, I don't have money left over. I can't really be like, this is what I spent my money on. Yes, there are a few things that I'm like, yeah, okay, I definitely use that to get that. But like at the end of the day, I can never be like, this is my money. Like, this is me building my net worth. And it was starting to become a problem. Then I started to be like, you know what, I'm gonna start being a lot more smarter with my money. And what did I do? I started to invest, right? And as you guys know, as the last year, we had a lot of like buying opportunities. And when we had buying opportunities, it was when the whole tariff system came in. Right now, I'm fast tracking a lot of it, but like, I'm fast tracking the story. But tariffs happen and everything, and in my head with what I've learned, because I learned a lot. I learned a lot of things off of YouTube. A lot of things I learned off of YouTube, straight YouTube, off the backbone and everything. So I learned that I could invest to make my money work for me, and it's gonna be a lot way better than just saving the money. Okay, calm, cool, whatever. So I started to invest, and as I was investing, I scrolled across. As I was investing in my own algorithm started to push more investing like type of content to me, and I was starting to like it a lot more. I came across someone by the name of TJR. Calm, you guys, everybody knows TJR. So I always had friends who I have my older brother who used to trade, and then I had myself, no, me, my homeboy, one of my older brother's best friend who always was trading, and he never gave. My older brother gave up, but they were doing swing trading, calm, cooler, connected. I never even understood that whole concept, right? Then like I said, I came across teacher R, and teacher R was really heavy in investing during that time. And as he was like highly investing, here and there, I always see him just post on his story like, oh, I made $40,000 today. What? I made $30,000 today. What? Like, what are you talking about? How do you make $30,000 today out of nowhere? Like, nothing. You're not saying he like. I didn't even understand what was going on. Then he said he was day trading. Then I'm like, okay, interesting. So you're a day trader. That's why you make so much money. And then, um, time and time again, I always saw the post. Always saw the post. Always saw the post. So I ended up going on a vacation, just a quick vacation for my friend's graduation. I went to LA, and before I came, she was telling me that we're not gonna really have much to do. That it's gonna be boring. She just focus on her graduation and stuff like that. Calm, cool. And I was there with a little bit of a few of my friends, but we're all from Canada. They had just gone prior to me, and I just went there on like a surprise thing. Then I went, and then when I was there, we celebrated her graduation and everything. Even had a party and whatnot. And when I was there, there was nothing for me to do besides watch Love Island or watch other shows. And obviously, I was watching Love Island because my friends put me on. Relax. But I was watching because my friends put me on. But as they put me on, I was all caught up. I had nothing else to watch. Then, I was always like, what? So I said out of fun, I was like, I'm so bored. I can learn how to day trade. Like, I'm literally so bored. I can learn how to day trade. And I was doing that kind of like to threaten, but I was joking, right? And when I said that, I saw this 5-hour video posted by TJR, right? If you guys go to TJR, you go to his YouTube, you'll see he has a 5-hour video, and I'm like, I'm so bored, I could watch this, right? Then, I got that bored. I literally got that bored, and I watched, I'll say about 3.5 hours of the video, and I watched it, and I said, this doesn't seem hard at all. And in that video, he broke down every single different part of it. I'm like, this does not seem hard at all. Calm. And that's what I was on the vacation. Did I continue the video on the vacation? No. I left, came back to Canada, back to my hometown, and I was like, you know what? Let me continue this video. But as I was doing it, I was not like, okay. So while I did that, I ended up seeing there was an alpha challenge account that they were gonna give me a 100K account for free. Okay, so with the little bit I knew, for some reason I passed the challenge. I don't know how I did. I over risked. I won't lie to you. I over risked. I kind of full ported myself on whatever trade I got, and I did it. And I was only using fair value gap as my confluence. I didn't even use liquidity sweep. I saw it having a motion, and the moment I saw fair value gap, longed it, sold it. But I did 40,000 on that. Boom, boom, boom. 10,000 per trade. Boom, boom, boom. I just leveraged 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. I didn't even care. I just boom, wham, on that, and I was going, and I won. I passed the challenge. I passed it twice. Did I blow the account? Oh, obviously I did. I didn't have a strategy. But as I passed out, I'm here telling my boy, like, bro, like, he's a swing trader. I'm like, bro, like, you should get on this thing that I'm learning. Like, get on this strategy. Like, I think this might be it. I won't lie to you. I think this might actually be like, and you, because you have the back knowledge and everything, you would really understand it. And that's how I came. That's how I ended up being comfortable in this space, because I ended up doing it with my boy. So both of us were learning how to do this thing together. Then eventually we ended up watching the whole boot camp, watched the whole transformation, watched every single video of him explaining how to day trade. And that's how I got to me being in love with trading. Literally, I feel like I'm passionate towards this stuff. So that's my background. And so far since then, as we are in our 5th month, I have passed now that I think about it, I passed 8 different challenge accounts. I've passed about 8 different ones. I passed 4 from PTB. It's called Plutus Trade Base. I passed 2 from Alpha, and I can't remember what else I passed, but I've also have instant funded accounts. But all of these accounts have all been blown. They've all been blown. And this is when you start to realize there are different things of trading, the different pillars of trading. So this is what this video is about, essentially. It's me trying to explain what I've learned in my whole 6 months of trading. 6 months of trading. So let's get into it. So to begin with, the very first thing that you should know about trading is, number one, there are 3 major pillars of trading. And without even trying to be like, oh, I'm doing this pillar, you are naturally doing all 3 simultaneously. And the way for you to be able to excel and be able to be a profitable trader, you have to be able to master all 3. And we're going to get into each one, and we're going to get into the depth of each one. So starting off with number 1, and this is very simple, and that's why I'm making it number 1, because it's simple. There's nothing much to really understand. And this is the type of account you have. You can either have an instant funding, you can do no funding and just do it live. Just have like literally fund your own account. You can start with 1,000 and try to make it from 1,000 to something. I've seen some people do that many times. You can have instant accounts, you can have growth accounts, you can have multiple step accounts where you're constantly passing challenges, and along with the prop firm and the rules that they do. So you either choose to follow somebody else's rules, or you follow your own rules and just use your own money. But for me, I advise, if you're not already a millionaire, and if you're a millionaire, why are you worried about trading? I don't know. I would still advise a millionaire to learn trading. But unless if you have something else to worry about your money, I don't know why you would come to trading necessarily, because trading is really about making money. And once you've made money, respectfully, if you have that skill, you're going to be way more crazy bankroll. But you need to have that time to learn it, which is something else. But you could either save up money and then fund yourself, which I would not personally advise when you have such low capital, because you can literally risk $100 to get an $150,000 account, where you can risk way more. you could risk way more and then not have to like lose $150,000. You don't have to lose your own $150,000 because why would you do that? But neither here or there. So you can either do that, you can either fund yourself or get somebody to fund you, which is the prop firms, which is the Top Step X, is the Alpha Futures, it's the MetaTraders, all the stuff, etc., 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 etc. Boom. So you can either do that or that, which is calm. Like that first pillar is not hard to understand, and if you ever want to understand it, you can always find other videos, or you can that will explain a lot more deeply about what path you should take. With me, I am $150,000 person on a prop firm, and my prop firm so far is Top Step X. I just feel like it has all the hype. So I'm gonna go with the hype. Why not? Like, it has all the hypes. Has Project X. I can't complain for that. The second one, the second pillar, which is also is the second most important one, but it's the vital one, but it's also second most important because at the end of the day, first of all, if you don't have a good one of the second pillar, if you haven't mastered your second pillar, none of it will work. But if you master the second pillar, it could still not work. It could still not work. And that's because of other factors, which we'll get into in a different pillar, which we all know. The word is going to drop soon. But the second pillar is about your strategy. There are multiple different strategies that people use. And I recommend is to find a teacher that speaks to you. And I don't recommend buying a course. All that, stop it. Everything, like you can learn it for free off of YouTube. Even if they themselves don't teach it, somebody will teach what they've taught for free on YouTube. I've learned how to do many things on YouTube. I've learned how to cook. I've learned how to do many things, build stuff, everything off of YouTube. And this is something you can learn off of YouTube. I learned how to trade off of YouTube. I didn't pay a single dime towards no course. Ever. I don't, mentorship, no, never. You can do mentorship if that's your own way. Like but that's for the next pillar. But paying for somebody to teach me how to trade, no. Like, why would somebody teach? Like, why would I pay somebody to teach me how to trade? But you could always do that if you think that's gonna work for you. But that, I believe that doesn't work for me. I feel like there's no purpose of that for myself. But let's get more into that. So there are different types of strategies. There's ICC, there's support resistance, there's supply demand, there's ICT. I personally trade ICT, but when you learn all these different strategies, what's important is for you to learn the fundamentals of them, and then create it to your own best understanding. When I saw ICT, work on the 5 minute time frame, and for me, that just made so much sense to me. The confluences, everything just makes so much sense to me. Like, to me, it's like when you're explaining it and you're like, oh my gosh, like you have an epiphany. That's what happened when I was learning it. When I was watching all the TJR's videos, that's what happened. I was having multiple epiphanies. Like, oh, that makes so much sense. Like, that makes sense. So this happens because of that. Okay. You have a story behind everything you trade. Makes completely so much sense. And that's the reason why I ended up going with the type of strategy that I use. And I feel like the way I trade is very fluent. It's very like simple, not too complex. I can leave. You can show me the right moment when the trade is about to happen. Pause time right there. I look at everything leading up to there, and I'll be like, "This is what's about to happen," and I'm right. Like, if you guys have ever seen those videos on TikTok where they're like, "Oh," or YouTube or Instagram, because I see it a lot on Instagram. But like, "Oh, where do you think it's gonna go, A or B?" I always be like, "Oh, A." Then they send me on my Instagram like or DMs like, "Oh yeah, you're right." Yes, sir. Of course I was right. I did my research. I learned this stuff for real. But needless to say, there are different strategies, there are different confluences that many different people learn, and it's for you to find what everyone speaks like music into your ears. And it should be like to the point where it's like you can feel it in your veins. Like, you can feel like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, this makes so perfect sense. Like, okay, just this. Like, to somebody, as you're saying it to them, like, you should be in your flow state explaining it to them, and for them, they're like, what is bro talking about? That's how much you truly understand it. But that's why That's why it's so important for you to be able to understand it, because once you understand a strategy, the next step is for you to back test that strategy. And once you back test, you're able to know after years of trading. Let's say you started when you were 2008 till today, you would be having so much bread straight off your strategy alone. And whenever you backtest your strategy, if there's something you never did when you backtested, there's no reason why you should do it like live. Like one thing that I had a problem with, like I learned throughout this whole 6 months of me training, 5 6 months of me training, is, for example, I did not when I was backtesting, I didn't learn about SMT divergence. I never did, and then because I knew about it, but I never backtest or used that confluence ever. I only looked at one chart and one chart only. But when it came to when it came to actually placing the trade, that one day I saw SMT diversions, and then I ended up seeing like 15 different SMT diversions that blew my head. I didn't even understand what was going on anymore. So I was like, since I didn't backtest that, and then it did make me lose the trade, which was like, bro, you never learned, you never practiced this, so why are you gonna practice? Why are you gonna do that live? It's like, you know that saying, have you ever practiced the shots? So why are you taking it now when it actually matters? Why are you taking it at the point where you're supposed to do what you practice? Why are you taking it now? But that's just more of an understanding as far as how important strategy is. Your strategy is important, and you're always supposed to keep with the same strategy. Don't change it up. Don't go to a different session. Don't go to a different time frame. Don't use different confluences. Stick to what you learned and what you practice. After you backtest, it's always good to live test the demo. Get comfortable with seeing the money go up. Get comfortable with seeing the money go down. Get comfortable by seeing how different news, different things, different confluences react in real time. Are you the type to not wait for the candle to close? Are you the type that will go make candle? Wait for that candle to close. I know a lot of y'all be cheating the candles. Wait for that candle to close. I be having that problem too. And then that brings us to our our third pillar. And for me, this is the most important one. It's the most important one, but you could be, you could be, I can't see, you could be successful, but you will not be successful forever. Like you can be successful for a few days without this, but then there'll be a day it will catch up to you and it can damn near tear down everything you built. 100 Lahi. It will tear down everything you have ever built the moment. And that's what happened to me. I passed my first challenge, and then I was 2,000 in withdrawability, or I think about 5,000, and I lost it all. Kid you not, I lost everything, because I didn't have this pillar taken care of. And the name of this pillar is the favorite word that everybody likes to say: psychology and emotion. Psychology and emotion, like this. They all come like this: psychology and emotion. And I'm telling you, they're wicked. Like it literally is wicked. Whenever you're trading, so let me get into this. When you trade, you start to learn a lot more about yourself. You start to learn that, oh, I'm a pussy. I'm a bitch. I'm really like I'm really letting this thing play with my head for real, for real. And trust me, it really will. Like it dead ass really, really will. And as you're learning it, first as you're learning it, these are things that you don't ever notice because it's not live. It's not your real money. When you're trading, and it's something that I've learned. So when I was trading, when I was backtesting, I never live demo traded. I went straight from backtesting into the live market with real money. So the fact that my money was on that account, my emotion was attached to it. No, the first time my emotion was not attached to it, and this one I had the PTB. It was never attached to it. I passed my challenge first day. Get him out, back him up. I got first challenge, sniper banger. Get him out. That's how easy. That's how crazy I went. I made it past it. Voila, beautiful. Okay, calm. Made it to the past stage. What did I do from there? Okay, I passed my challenge, and then the next thing I did was that I proceeded to screw it all up, because that's when the emotion starts to play a factor. Oh my gosh, I'm thinking I'm so close. Oh, all this money is gonna come to me. Oh no, I have to win. I have to get this. I have to get this. I have to get this. It ruined me. It genuinely ruined me. It ruined me, threw me to the ground, and that's why I lost damn near almost every single account I've ever been funded for. Every instant funding, every funding, and what happens when you lose? Your ego gets to you. How did I lose? Why did I lose? I'm a winner. I'm not supposed to lose. What did you do? Go buy a new account. Blow it again. Go buy a new account. Blow it again. You're thinking about the fact that, oh, I'm supposed to be getting paid. Oh, you know what? This time I'm not even gonna buy the account. I'm just gonna buy the instant funded because I already know how to do it. Blow that stuff right there. You went from losing $100,000 to losing $1,000. $100 to 1,000. Lost. Boom. Just off of one account. You used to normally spend 100 for it, but no, your ego said no. I'll have to get paid 1,000. Wham. Wham. Psychology. Oh, you're seeing a trade go. You're seeing a trade already starting to have the press action. It's haunting me. It is haunting me. What was that? But that was very weird. Back to what I was saying. That was so weird. I'm actually so confused. I actually don't know where I'm at right now. But like as I was saying, bro, it comes wham, wham, wham. Like like different things, different functions, different parts of it starts to come at you. Oh, let me over risk. Oh, let me place another trade. Oh, I lost my trade. No, I have to win today. I have to get a green day. I can't have a red day. No, my percentages needs to be up. My money needs to be up. Guess what? Double red, double L, double red. Lose the account. Breach, breach, hard breach, hard breach, hard breach. This is something that happens continuously. And it gets to a point where you have to be able to first off, whenever you are spiraling, you need to be able to check yourself. If you can't check yourself, you need to have a friend that'll be like, yo, stop, relax, what are you doing? If you can't do that to yourself, you don't have the mental capacity, you gotta be like, stop, bro, you're wasting all your money, what are you doing? And you have to have that person. You need that person who, whenever they talk to you, you're like, okay, bro, you're right. We all have that one person. When they speak to us, you're like, you know what? Kind of like, you're right. Like, even if they are crashing, they won't see another person crash. Because I've crashed. I've been in a situation where I'm crashing, but I don't allow the people around me to crash. No, sirski. No. Because one thing about myself, I give great advice. I always give great advice. But I'll never watch somebody else do something where I'm like, don't do that, and allow them to keep doing it. No, seriously, it's not happening. It's not happening. Maybe I might do it. Yeah, I'd be stupid at times, but them, no, seriously. No, seriously. And that's why I choose to even make these videos, for me to even be, this is my way of telling you guys, no, seriously. Like, stop it. Stop it. Get your emotion in check, in order. So in the past 2 weeks, I did have a lot of like spiraling moments. But once I finally blew all my accounts and wasted all my money, I finally was able to check myself and be like, stop, bro, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You know? And that's why right now as we speak, I currently have an instant funded accounts. But we're up $2,000 and we need to get about $9,000 in order for us to get a withdrawal. Hopefully we're able to get a banger. I was supposed to make way more yesterday. I don't know what happened. I actually don't know why it was so little, but is what it is. Now that I think about it, I did make a lot. I did in fact make a lot. Whoa, that would have been that would have been. Hold up. I'm looking at my price action yesterday. That would have been insane if I did that. Hello. But neither here or there. But yeah, and then I have a consistency rule. Oh gosh. That's neither here or there. But those are the things that I have learned in these past 6 months of me trading. I've learned about you being able to I learned about the 3 different pillars, and then most importantly, you being able to fact check your emotion. You being able to understand it's okay to take an L, and it's okay to not take a trade. It's when you don't take a trade that's the winning day. When you're able to go to the market and not be forced into taking a trade that you don't want to take, then that's when you truly win on the day. You're supposed to go into the market thinking, I shouldn't take a trade, I shouldn't do nothing, I should just chill and whatnot, I shouldn't really do much. But you always are trying to prove to yourself for some reason. You don't have to prove nothing to yourself, bro. You have nothing to prove to anybody. To anybody, bro. And that's what people be finding very hard to believe. But I don't think I have much else to say as far as this video goes. The only other thing that I will tell you guys about how important it is for you to be able um to master all three of these things, right? And then second off, like I was saying, it's very important for you guys to be able to master all these three things and know about this whole thing is about a journey. It's not, it's supposed to be a marathon. It's supposed to be a lifelong marathon, not a sprint to 100 meters. That 100 meters when you're running, when you're supposed to be walking, maybe a little jog, you're gonna fall and you're gonna ruin everything that you've built. So keep jogging on, reach your end goals, continue to write your daily affirmations, continue to believe this thing that comes second nature. Like right now, I believe the future I'm gonna have with this, I believe is so much that's like right now school part, even though I'm giving it more focus, is because it's supposed to be my plan B. And apart from it being my plan B, it is supposed to be like my biggest safety net, like my safety net of life. And I would very much like to have a safety net of life, even though I'm convinced that this will be able to like change my life. But at the end of the day, I can't speed up the process of this any faster than I'm doing right now. Waking up, trading, then getting on with the rest of your life. There's more to life than just trading. You also need to know that too. Write your daily affirmations, believe it like a second nature. Continue to journal, figure out what it is that you have a problem when it comes to trading. Learn how it is to feel natural in these markets and become the market. All right. Apart from that, I have nothing much to say. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. If you made it to the end of this video, we're really trying to grow this empire, this rebel empire. Hopefully we can make it to the end with everybody being profitable. Me, hopefully one thing I say, you guys can capture it and keep it on with yourself. If you guys want to share with me your trading journey, I would love to read it in the comments. But apart from that, I appreciate you guys so much for being a part of my journey. Let me know how long you've been trading for and what part of your process you're at. Have you gotten your payout? Somebody just said in my last video that they actually just got their first ever payout like 2 days ago. So congratulations to him. But apart from that, I appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, damn, am I a YouTuber for real? Man, am I really be a YouTuber still? Alright, I'm gonna catch you guys later. Peace out.